halfway down the block is when shots rang out.
Neighbors describing a chaotic morning in the University District. Columbus police say a man is dead after barricading himself inside a vacant home. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Colin Dorsey. The man has been identified as 21-year-old Asante Miller. Court records revealing tonight he had fired shots at officers. 10 TV's Carla Rogner reports it all started this morning with a burglary.
Yeah, Colin, that's right. Police tell us shots were fired twice in this morning's incident. The first time when police confronted Miller in the neighborhood after that first burglary. Shots were fired again inside the second residence, where police say he had barricaded himself for hours. It's unclear still if the suspect shot at officers that second time or if it was the officer's bullets that killed him. Sunday morning, Columbus police say a 911 caller reported a burglary inside a residence on Worthington Street. The caller reporting the suspect, 21-year-old Asante Miller, was armed.
Before officers got there, the callers stated that the suspect was engaging in behavior that they believed was a threat. He did have a firearm, at one point being described as racking a live round into the firearm before leaving the scene.
Police confronted the suspect in the neighborhood where shots were fired.
I picked up my dog because I'm like, time to go.
David Schaefer heard the shots while walking his dog and says he saw the suspect hiding from police.
I was like, he's right there behind the car, but I'm not going to say anything because he's got a gun and he's not afraid to show that he's got a gun.
Court records revealing Miller had fired at officers on West 8th Avenue and was threatening to hurt himself. He was charged with felonious assault after officers say Miller fled and barricaded himself inside a vacant home on West 8th Avenue. This is where the SWAT team spent hours trying to get the suspect out of the house. Police say he was hiding inside a room. Eventually, officers went inside and shots were fired again.
At some point during the interaction with the officers and the suspect inside, there were shots fired. We're unsure at this point if there was an exchange of gunfire or if it was only CPD officers who fired, but unfortunately, the suspect was pronounced deceased shortly after 1 p.m. this afternoon.
It remains unclear if the suspect fired at the officers inside the house.
I'm heartbroken, obviously, because it's just surreal to know somebody in this situation.
Dominic Brooks says he had met the suspect. He believes he had been staying in a Christian group home.
He seemed like a great guy, genuine, but from what I've heard from the guys that lived with him, he just had a lot going on, needed help, and I think wasn't able to get it.
We know that at least one Ohio State University police officer fired a gun along with multiple Columbus police officers. BCI is now investigating. Colin?